What is up, you guys? It is Mason. My nickname is also Skills, but today this video has been long awaited. It has been longed for, and it is finally here. We're back. We're not in Seattle. Today we're in Big Bear Lake, California, and there's a lot of snow here. Like, a ton of snow, seriously. Like, that's all on just like one table. It's pretty crazy. Anyways, the first tips and tricks video was absolutely insane. We got over 1,200 views on that video. That is crazy. That's absolutely insane. It's the most popular video on this channel. Let me just walk down the stairs here. Yeah, anyways, 1,200 views is insane, guys. That's something that we wouldn't even expect from this channel. It is just from our school, and I don't even go there anymore. And that's pretty crazy to see that how many people just watched that video, like maybe even 2 or 3 times. That's pretty crazy, so I want to thank you guys for that. The video also got 20 likes. That's pretty crazy as well. Probably most likes on this channel on one certain video. That's actually crazy. I just want to thank you guys for that. I hope this does even better. I have some more tips and tricks for you guys, and yeah, let's get right into the first one. Yeah, dude, I'm ready. Let's go. Alright, so our first tip for this video is pretty simple. It's to not go into the middle of the pit at any point during the game. I'm going to reference certain videos that we have posted on our channel so you can see how these tips can be like really helpful to getting some good shots, maybe even getting in the top 10 in some games, or the top 5. So the first tip is to always don't go in the middle, because one, you are able to be hit from all directions. That's pretty important because you don't want to be hit at all during the game. You want to be hit as few times as possible in order for you to win the game. That is extremely important to do, and also to just keep in mind that if you even go in the middle, you have to be pretty fast to get out. Like, if you're trying to go across the pit and you like go too slowly, you are definitely going to get hit and you're going to get out. Okay, so the first video that I'm going to reference is 12-3-15, our first video that we posted. I think it's the second game in the video, and it shows Tate. It's a very popular like clip from the video. Here it is. You probably have seen it. He tries to go for the ball, but then he misses his chance. Then he turns around, and thus he's in the middle of the pit, and he's dead. He's screwed. He's done for. That's not what you want to do. That is probably the worst way to get out, or one of the worst ways is to get out is a self-out, which kind of happened in this case because he touched it, it hit up against the wall, and then it went back towards him into the middle of the pit. A self-out is so stupid. It's so embarrassing too because you don't know what to do. That's my first tip for you guys in this new video. Yeah. Let's move on to the second tip that we have for today. Alright, so our second tip that we have for you guys today is, like in the first tips and tricks, we said don't use your fists. That's pretty important because you don't want to hit it too hard, otherwise it will go out of the pit, which is another way of embarrassing yourself in the Gaga ball pit. That is, I don't know how many times I've hit it out and people have just started laughing at me, and I've just wanted to like pound their face into the ground. That was extremely dark, I'm sorry, but that's my feelings, okay? That's really important to also not use your palms as well, your flat palm. You can get extremely exhausted by using this over and over again. One, because it uses so much airspace that you can, when you hit through the ball, it tires out your arms so much, and especially with like a heavy playground ball, that can absolutely I've had it sting my hand before, and I was like unable to hit with that hand for the rest of the game. Another way you could hit it, which is kind of like a combination between the two, is to hit it like this. This also reduces your airspace, and it's also comforting to your hands if you hit a playground ball or something. You can either use it, so it's kind of an in-between of the palm grip and the fist grip. You just need to pull down your hand like this and just hit it. Let me put the camera down on the ground here for a sec. You just need to hit it like this, like straightforward. It's pretty simple to do actually, and I think it works. It works definitely. I don't have any clips to show you guys for this tip because I don't think we can get that many good shots of palm grips in the games. But anyways, I just wanted to explain that to you guys, and yeah, let's get right into the third tip for today. Okay, so our third tip that we have for today is use geometry when playing this game. Think about where the ball will go. Be like 3 or maybe even like 4 steps ahead of it and know where it's going to go. Now, this might be hard to do in the heat of a fight that you're having. You're in the final 5 and you just want to win that game. Don't. Slow down. Be aware of your surroundings first off. Be aware of where you are going first off. As I said, don't go running through the middle of the pit. That is a horrible idea. It's a horrible idea. And the second thing is you don't want to run around the outside of the pit because then you're vulnerable to those corners as we talked about in the first tips and tricks video a couple months ago. Anyways, that is extremely important because you want to know where the ball will go next. So if it'll go bam, corner, it'll hit like this. Let's say there's a corner right here. It is literally going to bounce off and go this way. Because of that geometry difference, you know what you're going to do. It's so important to know where the ball is going to go next. Because if you don't, then you're pretty much screwed because you have to have like, oh yeah, is this gonna go this way or is this the corner? Is there like a tough nail right there that may be like really like, I don't know how to say this, but really hard to get around. Like there might be some nails that might be popping out. The pit might be old. I hate old pits, seriously. They have rusted up wood. It's really annoying. Anyways, and this also applies if you're out as well. If you're out of the pit and you need to catch the ball to get back in, be aware of where the ball is going to go. This is extremely important on where to put the ball. So let's say there's the pit, right? And you see that it's going to that constant place like over and over again. Don't go to that place, okay? Unless you think it is going to go there, okay? Unless you think it's going to go there, then go to that place because you want to use geometry to your advantage. Use the pit as your advantage point. I'm rambling on here. I don't think I have anything to show you guys here as well, but yeah, let's I think that's all the tips that I have for you guys for today. Let's move on into something a little bit different, some tricks. Yes, I said there will be no tricks in the first episode, but in this one, we're going to have some tricks for you guys, and let's move on to the first trick. Okay, so our first trick that we have for you guys is to be aggressive. I'm serious with you. This is nothing new. Be aggressive. You want to be recognizable in the pit, okay? The reason that we have our nicknames, I don't know if you've seen the website that we have. I can link to it down below. But anyways, this is extremely important because most of the nicknames that we have chosen depend on the behavior in your pit. For example, Paige Kunkel, she is on the leaderboard. Her nickname is the Kangaroo. Because of her strategy, we nicknamed her that. She jumps over the ball whenever it's going to hit her. That is an excellent strategy because but there is one downside to that. If you are going towards the ball and the ball's going towards, and you jump over the ball, if the ball goes straight on with a straight edge, which relates back to our third point, is to be aware of your surroundings. You're going to need to position that ball and it's going to bounce out straight back. And the ball's going to be, like, you're going to be right here, the wall's gonna be right here, the ball's gonna go towards, and you're gonna be dead because your legs will be right in the exact like way that the ball was going, because it was going that straight path and it bounced off the wall and then it went back. That is the one downside to that strategy. Another thing is Gavin Price's nickname, El Chupacabra. We have this thing for him that's called Tryhard Juice. He uses that so much, seriously, is to go after the ball, is to be aggressive. That's why he's won so many games last year, is because he was going towards the ball. He was being aggressive. That is so important. That's so important to use, because if you want to win, you have to get the most possession with the ball for a long time. There's this thing that we have, and it's called momentum. Momentum is what you do if you have the ball for a certain amount of hits. So let's say like 5 hits. If you hit it up against the wall like that, then it'll bounce back towards you and you'll get the ball again. Then you can bat it up against the wall, do your strategy, and hit it again, and it'll go back to you. If that does that for like 3 or 4 times, then you have momentum. He is afraid of you. He or she does not know where the ball is going to go because you are making that decision. You have the momentum. And however, if you lose momentum, that means if he hits it or she hits it back to you, you can gain that momentum again and freak him or her out a lot. That's another great trick, is to use momentum. Use momentum. That is, it's so important, seriously. Momentum is like, sometimes it's the key to winning games, seriously. For example, in I think the first Gaga Ball tournament video that we had for 28-16, we have Caleb here. He's going up against Anthony. He has hit it 3 or 4 times in a row. Anthony's freaking out. He's like a little cautious, and that's where Caleb gets him. He gets him on the leg because Anthony doesn't know where the ball will be hit to him next. Yeah, that's all I have to say right now for those 2 tricks. 1, be recognizable, okay? Be recognizable, have a strategy, something like that. And 2, use momentum. That's it. 2, use momentum, okay? You have to use that momentum, otherwise you are absolutely screwed. Okay, I don't know how many times I've won games because of momentum. That is so important to use, and you could win a lot of games because of momentum. I know Lucas, he's won so many games because he has hit it up against the wall so many times that he has freaked people out, seriously. I've heard people like screaming when the ball is coming towards them. And it shatters the wood of the pit. It shakes it, not shatters it, I'm sorry. And it's really important to get that momentum because you'll start freaking people out. You want them to feel vulnerable in order to win this game. I know this may sound like completely weird, like, Mason, why are you saying this? This is bogus. Trust me on this. This is so important to use momentum. Alright, anyways, our 3rd trick that we are going to use is coming up next. Okay, so I think this is the final trick or tip that I have for you guys. It's really, really simple. This is kind of a combination between a tip and a trick. What it is basically to use common sense. You have to use common sense while playing in it. This kind of relates back with the 3rd tip that I have for this video, to be aware of your surroundings, but also use common sense. If the ball didn't go that far, don't hit it again and do a double touch. That is so stupid. I've seen that so many times. It really like ticks me off, because if I was him, I would be like really mad at myself, and it's so annoying, seriously, to see people that are like really bad at the game just completely ruin their chances on like winning the actual like game by doing double touches. That's another embarrassing way of getting out. Never mind, there's a 4th trick. Just use common sense. It's so simple, seriously. Whether it comes to double touches, hitting it against the wall, attacking another person, being aggressive or not, which I recommend doing the be aggressive. I've seen so many people lose because they aren't using common sense. They aren't thinking with their mind towards the situation. It's so annoying, seriously. Anyways, yeah. I just remember we got a 4th tip. The 4th tip is to don't do any of these following, seriously. Because if you do one of these, you might get a nickname that might stick because of that. We haven't done that to any one of our players yet because they don't do that often, which is good. It's so weird, seriously, to see that people do this on a regular basis. Okay, first off, don't slam it. Don't slam it. If the ball's coming up like this, it bounces on the ground and comes back up, don't hit it super hard. It's gonna obviously go out of the pit. Use your common sense while doing that. Seriously. Oh my gosh, I don't even know how to describe it. It's like, it's so obvious not to do that. But I mean, people do it anyways. Don't slam it if it's obviously going to go out of the pit. Seriously, don't do that. Anyways, another example of a really embarrassing way, as we talked about, a self-out. I can't even talk about these ones. I do them too. Everyone does them. They're so stupid once you start thinking about them that you don't want to do them, yet you may do it like every single game because it happens so often. That's the problem with self-outs. You don't know when they're going to happen because they're happening to you. Not one person is going to do it to you. You are doing it to yourself, if you get what I'm saying. Try not to do self-outs. I know it's really hard, but please don't do that. You'll be laughed at. Okay, so the third way of getting out is doing a double touch. It's so obvious that you've done it. It's so obvious, and it's so stupid too, because it's seriously the stupidest way to get out in a game, because you're doing stuff that's so obvious to the rest of the people that it flies right by you until they say, oh yeah, double touch. You're like, oh shoot, I forgot about that. That's so annoying, seriously, to see that people just forget about double touches. It's a way to get out, seriously. Gaga Ball is in my opinion, a more challenging game of dodgeball. You are making it not challenging by double touching. That is so annoying, seriously. That's all the tips and tricks that I have for you right now. Anyways, you guys, I want to thank you so much. I am out of tips and tricks for you guys today. If you have any more, please put them down in the comments. So if you guys want another one, also smash that like button. We got 20 likes on the last one. Let's see if we can get another 20 on this one. I got that. You guys can do it. Just smash it. I'll want to do another one if you guys get 20 likes on that one. Anyways, that's all from me. Check out our other videos. Subscribe to this channel. We'll be doing a lot more, as the video a couple weeks ago described. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I'll see you guys in sometime soon, hopefully. I love making videos for this channel, and who knows, third tips and tricks video might be coming out. And yeah, I'll see you guys later. Thank you for watching, and so long from Big Bear, California. It's pretty cool. Got ourselves a view of the park. Let's go. Not as fantastic as Mount Rainier, but it'll do. I'll see you guys later. Peace out. Hold up, I gotta show you guys this. This is really cool. So we are like in the heart of Big Bear right now, and what they have is a horse-drawn carriage that goes around this little square. It's really, really cool. My camera will focus it. Yeah, that's really cool. Yeah, I just want to show you guys that. Illuminati confirmed. Yep, I think that's pretty cool. Anyways, our fourth trick that we have for you guys is, alright, so our first video, okay, so our third trick for you guys is to use different positions that are in the game. We've already talked about the turtle position in the first episode. We've referenced it a ton. There are many more different positions that you could use. We've already talked about 2 of them, a combination between the turtle and the open-legged, but there's also a lot more, okay? So first off, you could just be standing there like this. You could just be standing down, like standing straight up. That's just called, this is a bad trick.